in phase 3. I have done phase 1, phase 2, dumbbell curl, alternate dumbbell curl. Phase 1, 20, 15, 10. Phase 2, 6, 7, 8. So 3 sets. Phase 1, 3 sets. Phase 2. Now I am in phase 3. In phase 3 I use the response training technique in order to move forward, to move to more difficulty. But the difficulty is exclusively done by the exercise muscle, the biceps, in here. So improving the form of execution is key. And in order to do so, we need phases. Phases with sets, but phases that are progressive in order to create an adaptation for the muscle, but also for the tendon, for the articulation, for the body, as well as for the physiology, which include the heart, the system cardiovascular, and the nervous system. But of course, the mind must accept this non-stop, ongoing process that must be difficult in a hierarchical order of difficulty that are experienced by the exercise muscle. So the biceps is experiencing more tension, more contraction, and in order to do so, the form, which include the range of motion, the rate of speed, the angle of walk, body position, body part position, and managing the resource, the energy, in order to create an adaptation for the whole body as well as for the psychology. And it's not easy, but that's what I love most. It's this difficulty that are part of the ppm puzzle technique. Each and all elements, part of a training session, must be improved from the very beginning of the training session until the very end. And the idea here is to create, again, more tension, more sensation, more contraction, and we move forward. We move forward by improving the form of execution. We move forward because the idea is to stimulate to the maximum possible the exercise muscle, to create muscle growth production thereafter. And I love it. 5 repetitions. I'm still in phase 3, and I'm going to use the training technique rest pause. The rest pause come into play when you cannot possibly add 1 repetition in perfect form of execution. That's part of the PPM procedure, PPM protocol. So in here, I have improved the form of execution. So much so that I have to rest in order to recover, because it's not only the muscle, exercise muscle, that need to recover, but it's my physiology that is my heart. The heart is the engine of the body, and in order to have power in good form, in great form, in perfect form, you need to rest. So I have rested after 5 perfect form, perfect reps. And now I can see, I can sense, I can go on, I can carry on in order to complete my set of 8 repetitions. So 5 repetitions, that's what I have done. Now I can see my energy, my resources are coming up, and I'm going to go to muscle failure, where 1 repetition is impossible to be performing great form of execution with a maximum effort. I'm going to create more intensity. That is, I'm not going to stop. In between repetition now, I start. My left arm, I stop a bit, create some tension, and I'm going to move my dumbbell up with the strength of my exercise muscle. That is the biceps. You see? I'm not going to move fast. I'm going to control the eccentric part here, negative if you prefer. You can see my posture perfect. My body part are well adjusted. My elbow is tucked to the waist. I'm going to turn now in order to stretch more my biceps. Now, again, I stop during the ascent of the weight for the right arm, and I'm going to move in slow and control my knee. This 8 kilogram dumbbell that is very heavy for my biceps. Only for my biceps. See, I'm going down again, and I control everything. I close my eyes, so I have no external distraction, only sensing the muscle and be aware of all the positioning of the body. I'm going now to flex my forearm. You see, my hand, I don't put any pressure, any tension. And now I'm in struggle because I don't want to move the weight with external forces, such as the deltoid, for example. Look at my elbow is directed to the floor. My upper arm is perpendicular to the floor. And I struggle here, but I'm going to wait. I have power now. Come on. painful. 7 reps. Remember, I did 5, I rested. Now I did 2 after having well rested. I'm going to add 1 more rep to complete my set. I told you, 8 reps. I move forward slowly, progressively. I'm in perfect form. My body is well adjusted. Posture perfect. My elbow is tacked to the weight. I'm coming up. Open the hand a little bit to twist nicely my finger around the bar. I'm going to move a little more to complete. My forearms touch my biceps and it's painful. I'm going down and I control. I'm not going to give up. It's not part of my vocabulary to give up. Renonciation, it's not part of my vocabulary. I don't renounce. Last rep, left. Wait a bit, create some tension. Here, last rep. I'm happy already. Slow, control. I wait. I'm strong. I'm strong. La contrôle. Yeah, it's painful, I don't care. Keep my posture. Oh, it's painful. Elbow tacked to the waist. Control until the end. Et voilà. Et voilà. The biceps muscle have been exclusively responsible of moving the resistance. No external forces has been used. And I'm telling you, I create a lot of tension, sensation within the biceps. I didn't use external forces, such as momentum, sudden burst, speed, body leverage, and all. So I became an alchemist. I transformed lightweight in heavyweight. And that's the essence of my training methodology that I have called PPM, Progressive Performance Method.